The Steelseries Arctis Pro headset with its game DAC is arguably one of the best wired gaming headsets out there, if not the best. It was brilliant for me in the PS4 and it could work perfectly alongside the PC, which made it perfect for streaming content, which if you guys watch me regularly know that I am a big fan of streaming and do it regularly over on my Twitch channel. However, certain things have changed with this headset since the Ps5 came out, which has made it quite difficult to use, and that's what I want to focus on in this video. So how's it going, guys? My name is Zeppelin, welcome back to this channel, and today I am talking to you, of course, about the Steelseries Arctis Pro wired gaming headset plus its game DAC. Now, I'm not going to give a general review of this headset. If you're looking up this video, you've already seen millions of reviews probably of the headset from people far more qualified to tell you about the headset than I am about how great the headset is and even the minor flaws that it has. Today I want to focus more so on the problems that the headset has in regards to next gen gaming. Now, one of the biggest reasons why this headset is struggling on next gen gaming is because of the change in wiring and how you plug things into the systems you want to be plugging them into. So for the PS4, for example, it had an optical import at the back, and that's what the headset mainly focused on. You could turn on the digital surround sound using the optical cable, plug that into the back of the PlayStation 4, have the game DAC either powered by the PlayStation 4 or in my case the PC, and the headset would work perfectly. And the best thing about having it powered by the PC was that you could also hear all your PC's audio while listening to all your game audio, both of them being top quality. The USB connection into the PC and the optical connection into the PlayStation 4 also meant that the game DAC had a much better use than I find it's having with next gen. Because the headset was designed in a way for it to be used like that, everything is optimized for that, and the game DAC has dials on it where you can control what you're hearing audio from. If you want the audio balance more towards your PC or your PlayStation, it was just a case of turning a dial. All of this from a streaming perspective was super efficient, and it was just made better by the fact that it is such a good quality headset. Unfortunately, however, with next gen gaming, or in my personal experience, the PS5, there is no optical import in the PS5, and when you go looking online on any of the Steelseries FAQ websites talking about how the headsets work with next gen, they tell you that you can simply plug in the headset via the USB to the PlayStation 5 and that enables 3D audio. First of all, I don't believe it's actually enabling 3D audio. First off, I believe that Sony actually owns 3D audio. They own the patent to it, and as far as I'm aware, Steelseries have not gotten the rights to use it. But at the same time, I could be wrong in that, because you cannot turn on the digital surround sound when you have it plugged into the PS5, and that is either because it doesn't actually do that through the USB, or because 3D audio is already implemented, so there'd be no need for the digital surround sound. I am not an audiophile myself, so I don't quite hear the difference between the two from how I've used them. I can't even tell too much if there is any surround sound being used in the headset now that is plugged into a PlayStation 5, especially since some articles stated that it would only support the standard stereo sound and not a surround sound, which, if that is the case, then this headset is a real waste of money for anyone who is moving on to next gen. I mean, I got this headset at a good price and I was very lucky, but buying this headset new with the game DAC, you're easily spending over €200, and to spend €200 just to have standard stereo output and then not even a good way to plug into your PC as well, it's a real waste of money. And then for a streamer, it makes things far harder, and it's causing audio issues that I am still at the moment trying to work around myself. Now, there is a way you can plug into your PC, however, I cannot stress this enough that it is just not good enough, and Steelseries really should come up with a way to rectify this problem so you don't have to do it like this. So pretty much you can have a 3.5mm audio jack cable plugged into the back of your game DAC, and that can go in to your PC, at which point you can hear audio, but you can only hear the audio in its very basic format. And the 3.5 audio jack always has weird humming to it, so when you turn up the volume in any way, you're getting a weird static in the background, which is just really irritating. Again, if you're a standard headset user, this is just part and parcel, but when you're paying premium for a premium product, You don't want any humming, you don't want any issues like this whatsoever. Everything should be optimized. Now, Steelseries have come out and said that they're going to be doing updates that are optional for you to have for the Steelseries headset that will eventually update the game DAC so that it will incorporate the PS5 settings into it, because at the moment the game DAC only really registers a PlayStation 4 still at the moment. Now, I'm unsure for the moment whether or not this is going to be a purely display change and that there's going to be no real actually change to how the audio works, but I really hope that they update the game DAC so that the headset becomes smarter and it's aware of what it's plugged into. Realistically, I feel like if Steelseries want a chance of having people buy these expensive headsets and having even me, or I'm sure many other people, keep these headsets, they need to go along the lines of what Astro did and release an adapter. An adapter that can plug into the back of your PlayStation and go into your monitor, PlayStation, whatever, and has an optical cable in that. And even if the optical cable only supported the digital surround sound instead of the 3D audio, I'm sure many people would take that over what they're getting at the moment. Because at the moment, especially for people who stream, it just isn't working properly at the moment. It's giving poor quality to anything that's happening on the PC, and you need to have decent quality on your PC as well, not just your console. Now, I'm not fully sure of how much the Astro Adapter thing actually works. I haven't done much research into it, but there's a couple of important points that I feel like I should know if Steelseries were to ever make something like this. If you have a gaming monitor and you're trying to push 120 frames per second on your next gen console, it is very important that these adapters allow for 120 Hz push through, because otherwise then you may have invested in a monitor and then only able to get 60 frames out of it because you're using the adapter, which will make the adapter useless to a lot of people who will have invested in this headset, because so many people who would have invested in a headset like this are investing in top-notch equipment and want all that equipment working perfectly. I've also been reading a lot of people struggling to even push 120 Hz on their monitors. That's an issue I might get into in another video. It's not really to do with this video, but one thing that I do know is that for a lot of people who had bought even 240 Hz monitors and weren't able to push past 60, for some reason when the adapter from the Astro line of headsets was plugged in, it allowed 120 Hz to come through, which means that there's clearly a communication issue between PlayStation and PC, which I've personally gotten in contact with Sony to discuss, and they said that they believe that there is a problem like that and they are working on it. But going back to the original point that I was making, this Astro adapter had a smart pass-through that allowed 120 Hz and could read what was able to push out 120 Hz, and it'll be very important if Steelseries do make this, which I highly recommend they do. They also make sure that it can push through 120 Hz. Apart from all the problems that I've been listing with the PS5, if you're someone who is just plugging it into the PS5, doesn't really care about a slight humming from an audio jack, and is happy enough with just good headset sound, nothing that is 10 out of 10 but maybe a solid 7.5 out of 10, then this is a great headset, and if you can pick it up at a bargain, then definitely go for it. Compared to so many headsets that are out there that have so many little niggly problems, this is a headset that has a fine build quality, easy to work settings on it, and if you get it with the game DAC, a system that can really help optimize every little part of your headset to the point where I'm sure I don't even know how to properly use everything on it yet. It does seem like that they thought of everything on the last generation of consoles of how to optimize this to be the perfect gaming headset, and it is now just about trying to update everything and even releasing certain products to make sure that the headset works as well on this gen as it did on last gen. A lot of people would like to see it improve, and I'd understand that, but once again, they did not plan for next gen when this headset came out, and if they even got it working just as good as it worked on previous gen, then this is the perfect headset to pick up. Alright, well that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw here, make sure to subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, and if you have any comments you want to make whatsoever, please do leave them down in the comments. I read every single comment and I try to answer them all. And if you want to see me live streaming at any point, go to my Twitch at Zeppelin77. I stream there. Well, not regularly at the moment, but it will be regularly very soon, trust me on that. And I will be wearing the Steelseries headset in that. That is my main gaming headset. So if you have any questions on a particular day about the headset and I'm streaming, I will be able to tell you how the headset is working for me at that moment. If you're watching this, maybe if the video is a couple of months old and you want to see how it's working for me a couple of months down the line, just come into my Twitch if I'm streaming and shoot me a message. Thank you very much, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.